That's Work TV.
Hi, my name is Tara. I am very happy to see you all. Thanks for coming to this ball. Who's never been at a ball before? Raise your hand. Okay, so a couple of people, I'd say a good half, actually, it seems. So I am going to tell you a little bit, a couple of rules I need you to follow by. Listen, I am not the youngest person anymore, and I am tired. This is my bedtime, okay? So, what I really need from you is to give me a lot of energy, and how you do that is not esoterically, but I mean physically by clapping, okay? Since you've never been to a ball, you don't know. But if you've been to a ball, after this, you're gonna be really hungry to get to your next one. So the things you gotta do when the MC comes up and says, okay, let's start the ball, is really like, oh my God, finally! And clap your hands off. So that's the energy I want y'all to bring, Berlin. Come on, give it to me. Everybody that's walking tonight needs from you. Yes. So, if you're a spectator, that means you're not walking and you're watching and you've never been to a ball and you're new. All you gotta do is give up your hands for this night. Make sure that tomorrow when you wake up, it's all red and busted because you clap your hands off, okay? That's all I need from you. Can you give me that? Give it up for our DJ of the night, legendary Reihen. Coming in hot with the beats. And since I did not introduce myself fully, I'm Tara Laveau. I'm the MC of the night. I'm from West Germany. And I am so honored to be here tonight. So let's get to it. Let's not wait. Let's start with the LSS DJ Pump the Beat. Alright. So the LSS is the moment that we introduce the important people in the room. And one of the most important people just left me, but could you come back? Legendary David Angel. Angel. get together, okay? Okay. I would like to... Okay. So I know that there are some people missing. Can we get them together? Because I need to, you know? And also, while we're doing that, maybe you could do your part where you wanted to introduce why this ball is important, and then we come back to the missing people in the LSS. Is that fine?
So, first of all, thank you all for coming. I'm very happy and a little bit nervous, but I would like to say some words with my brother Kelvin. WORKDATCXNT is grounded in the Fubu philosophy for us by us. Since 2023, we have been creating a safe and inclusive space to uplift the BIPOC transmasculine community through monthly events and gatherings that celebrate ballroom culture. It's very important to acknowledge that WORKDATCXNT draws inspiration from Cante de Transmasc in São Paulo, Brazil, the first ever transmasculine session within the ballroom scene. We extend our gratitude to the Cante Odara and Atípico 007 for pioneering this special movement, which has since inspired others around the globe. We also want to thank all those who have supported WORKDATCXNT since its beginning, such as Initiative Schwarze Menschen in Deutschland, Coming Förderung, The Housing from the US, Tian EV, IOTU, Brownie, Silver Future, Transgender Europe, True Colors, Berlin Cultural Senate, I Heart Berlin, and all our workshop facilitators. Change cannot be achieved. Change cannot be achieved alone. It requires the collective effort of many, and we are grateful to everyone who has contributed to our mission, including Hollywood 007, Congolo Old Navy, Io Marmite, Muri 007, Raz 007, Io Marmite, legendary Ria 007, and legendary overall mother Diana Jackson Manzamusa. We also appreciate the support from Icon Shade Prada, legendary Suave Saint Laurent, and Danny Gorgeous Gucci through our involvement in the Trans Men of Ballroom Alliance, which we proudly belong to.
In just 2 years, we have hosted 16 workshops, 3 panel discussions, screened the documentary The Aggressives across Germany, highlighting Black transmasc people in the ballroom community, conducted 4 interviews with transmasculine ballroom collectives from across Brazil, and released so far 3 episodes of the Spilling the Tea podcast, highlighting Black trans men voices. So today we're gonna celebrate the 2 years, or many years to come, and all the trans men, transmasc, and men of trans experience today. Since it's your space and you belong here, we would like to ask all the trans people, trans men, to come up to stage and have a picture with us to capture this moment.